okayfm 101.7.
Nana mami kwati ngomo me enu aho Nana Obiri Boahen wa ahoma no so woye former Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party woye mranim ni a wasom ye oman ache muofa buru champim na me mo ache
na me do so na tefai
boko na oso
o na no ma cha ye didie na no de didie
ye
let me call you na na ye didie anam sa ni wi am ho bae can we call Tottenham
Tottenham ha
Tottenham ha
da ba ko Tottenham bia
na ai go City go the second way and the man who ye bia sao
in fact me referee me who's or bias aye
me am parbol young on the show man who bia sao well like the ball for no ba yam kwaya dia so nana anano ena yewura honorable Haruna Idrisu egina simpie so on the political rally e kan say Tuesday twa mu no chana na wotwe wo mo ba parliament ya nipa bi wo wa wo mo to wo manum tuo MPP form yensa say wo mo ko independent say the next parliament no wo be ko independent na wo mo afile notice of poll no ko ababo amahu say ampa the next parliament no ye dissolve we parliament we no the ninth parliament no wo be ye independent presidential candidate nempo kwa no so wo mo we ni na wo be ba mrahye bedwom wo ma we ni a wo no emba nti wo so obeyi speaker obetwe speaker adwene agina so ampa wo no ba ye twen speaker adwene gina so there were debates and all that wo mo we speaker say yaman nanu obe the ruling beba Thursday what the ruling by ruling ni say any pending na no declare omo seat no vacant and this ni ba ko na ka ni pan nine no oye owie ye no na honorable afenwoma kendi akọ Supreme Court for interpretation we interpretation no so everywhere wa mo etena so na honorable afenwoma kendi no mo tena so nti court no ebuai say yemfa stay of execution said the speaker earlier no yemfa nton chen na enkopim said the substantive matter before the court no won betimi adi womadi niye na enra minority for us or majority no held a presser on president Jofo Nhyiamu the omri abatudwane say they will still hold on to their majority position in parliament as prescribed by the speaker of this parliament. Na me hwe ruling no kakra no de mu ye ne say Supreme Court judge for no wa mo directed the speaker will declare any vacant no sir they should put a stay on it. Sai ni de minority for a woman so majority no there will be chaos in parliament as they reconvene tomorrow and na edebe na echo yeah maturity for you see say your constitution and say the constitution and on the board ye nyina ya ho ban constitution no ye ntese bi akania that just say sumno manu mu a ndi so opese hu bibia na bia kanina otina kofa ho torchlight and I say sibogre so what the hwehwe wadem since 1992 abeye mra na yade ba ho se ye mra nkekire mu bia ese se ko Supreme Court mra nkekire mu bia ra ese se ko Supreme Court eti some court mu fa se mo di asem na somewhere along the line mra nkekire mu pa ese mu jajina ne mo wono ha e case happened in Sinyane no mu di asem no bi show bi agubi hu fi no bi sisi mi mu hu fi no bi sisi mi recorded video recorded audio na me wono me the bedia dance here. Nipa no so so ntimi fa ni dance here because one me consent. Judge no difficult or stop matter no, and the judge referred the matter to the Supreme Court. Babrasi ebisu sikumase woman refer woman koso at the Supreme Court case the court come here and waiting. So at all times material since 1992 Sapa Mran Nkwani here a Supreme Master no bawa but master no so wa ebeboa. No 1995 or 96 number of the furnace but there is other pamadia Nkwani so we a member of Siba.
I na woni mi na ye mra ne sma pamadia da o
sir
ye kase ye pam o se be fataw aha afro sma boy ye mra ne no ma bere
the New Patriotic Party and that case is MPP versus the Attorney General decided in 1996. They went to the Supreme Court says officer we member Opamadia don't need to join Siba. Abra began a parliament due to 31st December via a holiday. The New Patriotic Party went to court. Supreme Court cancelled 31st December yan holiday. Abra Samara Krana Parliament Ajatmu. We are Tikura. Plenty case. The prayer God the Becky.
Ay ba ay Mitie Honorable Mahama Yarga. Or say per the separation of powers, no one can turn the decision of the Speaker of Parliament.
Oh, please.
There's no law.
They are lawyers. We should ban one educate a man for. They should educate a man for my man for just. And that they should speak as lawyers. They are lawyers. You should ban man Muhammad Kasa. They should talk as lawyers. Because you know, me no Kasa, men Kasa and MPP, men Kasa and MPP. Nipa bebrebe. So I should educate Ghanaians as a lawyer speaking. I should educate Ghanaians as lawyer speaking. And yet, I mean, yeah, why? Non-lawyers, any lawyers hate me. And there's some Casana open, you know, Obia be different. I didn't know Yansan and Debaku 14. Eti mama yarega no nya chance no wo muso ba no anu kwa na timan bufu because ya lawyer for na say ya kasa ma obi anu say ampa ya kasa ma na to agin ba ba bia me do akọ free me do akọ fa siba me do akọ fa 31 December Supreme Court said it in thousands of ban plenty ya kasa ya ka adia ba ti yan so ato question wo mo to abakora wie ya obeye MP it was a Supreme Court na boa.
Annie, yes, it's true.
Our mother Omanka. So people like Mama Yaragana Moya lawyer for Makwadari or lawyer. If you know by me, come on, your man law, no more before the public here. Who back as a separation of powers? Separation of powers, no, and unity, Supreme Court back. What do you say about the better? Don't call the better. No, Mama Yaraga, could not say, just Mama Yaraga. The Supreme Court no no ebasa speaker na ya direct no say one stay of the you know sa no wanya Supreme Court ma de ni betumi aye they will cite him for contempt. Wow. They will cite him for contempt. Go and read the Supreme Court decision in the Muntie 3 matter where you can be cited for contempt. All the way you be BB, no person who call to the new here. You want to scandalize the administration of that. They can cite him for contempt. And why do we have to be joking with politics in tea? Politics in tea. We should be joking with our individual dignity and integrity. I don't think politics in tea. My young person, I can't know, year after year. Na sabi. Yeah, politics. Yes, you buy MPP and this, you buy. But you man not for Kenya Juma. Now you pay me no jira make say. So me can send you nyansa abanim. Some me can just shoot MPP. That you know Obiri Boahen manim be guase. Me as an individual, my name is Boahen. Like I said, there was a director of law school, a former director of law school, because he was Supreme Court, to me, and you say, I mean, let's wait for the Supreme Court. Because you see, the Constitution of Ghana, the Judiciary, although they could tell to me to interpret the law, the Judiciary, it is not Parliament. It is not the President Akufo-Addo. It is not the Cabinet. It is not Parliament. It is the Judiciary. That is the position of the law. And that is the position of our Constitution. And therefore, a court Supreme Court what? If you could have Supreme Court, my Supreme Court to cast when you matter for interpretation. In fact, in 2024, your children's rights case to be versus the Attorney General. The 2024 decision, I think it was June 2024. The Supreme Court was forthright. Supreme Court said there be, you have not properly invoked the jurisdiction of the court because it is not a matter ever for interpretation. Yes, I saw what this was. I call you now. It is a Supreme Court better national. Now I am moot. The case I am mutua. Not just a Nippon because court. You are not open. Now, or my son. And that case is a Daniel Nelson Damafiako versus the Attorney General. Supreme Court of Ghana. Daniel Nelson Damafiako versus the Attorney General. Supreme Court of Ghana.
Nana, Mami call to Honorable Mama Yarga verbatim. We are not aware of any law that suspends the decision of the Speaker. We are not aware of any law that suspends the decision of the Speaker. That suspends the decision of the Speaker.
They will serve them with a copy of the order. But look, Mama Yaraga, please. What you people are doing is dangerous and it's a recipe for chaos. What they are doing is dangerous and it's a recipe for chaos. Recipe for chaos in the sense, the next time Supreme Court my decision be a or better than me fact. Nyoti and can nyoti sing and nyoti krobia sono or the Supreme Court I can yem fact. And why do we do that? Why do we do that? I can't say and a parliament in your close. I can't say and our parliament majority a police station. Minority a police station. Like Dr. Baumia Kayan. I can't say. And the decision by the Speaker was flawed, legally flawed. Why? An interpretation as a number.
But Nane, and for can be say issue of representation by the constituency, no? Say yes, sir. One more constituency now. One more representation. One more can say. Yes, Supreme Court here na Eyema Jachi Kwesi. We lose the seat. Sabrina, as in of the other, no munya representation.
Let me have it. Well, what they are saying is that the Supreme Court has spoken. That is the position of law, and that is the position of common sense. That is the position of law, and that is the position of common sense. And the Supreme Court now, I can say, a certain party, the Speaker, Mayor Speaker, and I think the Attorney General also. The certain party, can go. The Speaker can go for review. And then there are no answer. The Speaker can decide not to go for review. And then there are no answer. So please, Master Baby, I Ghana for you. You probably know, no man being a Juma. Obiri Boahen, I catch you answer no. Today, Enko, no Emma. And you did father woman, and grab a bray, yaquaning yet. Or Copandia, or Yabosia. So the ordinary young man or the ordinary young woman, no, then you have to pay. The young man or the ordinary young woman, then you have to pay.
What my walk us through these and Komoya AD. And say, maybe I don't know. 2012, Honorable Tay Nyawunu, Lower Manya, or declare an intention before the Parliament, ebe say the next Parliament, obekwa kogina as independent candidate tenya unu so okay no do ajaho as then Speaker of Parliament one expelling me from Parliament and argument in ko say Professor Michael Kwe esiama oye mu ankasa mu nipa no yes obekwa independent no we declare ni say ni seat ni vacant na abebedu enipa nan ya ye kan having expressing the intent said the next parliament no made the meko amanyoko meko bi me independent ni ade obi musa say is the Speaker of Parliament not clothed with that power to say mo declare my intention there but declare seat no vacant and she shall not say.
No, you see, look, once again, let's go back to law. Doya Jaho, Obian take up matter, and to Joa the Hosho, he was right. Now, as chairman, the MPP as a party wrote to a chairman and the speaker. A chairman was a member of the MPP. They wrote to him. They wrote the speaker and copied to Asiama. That's just they are giving Asiama the opportunity to be heard by BBA. 3. If that decision by then if that decision by Kokeno a fraud, legally flawed, it doesn't serve as a precedent. In law, a bad decision or a flawed decision or an unwarranted, sorry to use this, unwarranted decision, it doesn't serve as a precedent. It does not serve as a precedent. And therefore, in law, wrong one. It doesn't mean that, as I said, Abambabin so. That is not the position of the law, and that has never been the position of the law. That is not the position of the law, and that has never been the position of the law. Then, the problem that could be a woman with this particular Abambabin game concern, it was a decision which he took, and that decision, affected Babe Kofi, a ton affected political parties in MPP and his wife. Because they are members of the New Patriotic Party, and therefore, the NPP as a party must be notified. In any case, the Tetamu, the Tentinamu, who shut that those provisions in one. Now, so Obiri Boahen, and Obi the Ayana, a Betima Ayajumane. Obi is the this Yaba next a Yinabaya Juma, and I am country. Where do we go? We go to the Supreme Court. And therefore, the Speaker of Parliament cannot usurp the powers of the Supreme Court. Ultimately, Supreme Court powers, because the Constitution of Ghana is the interpretation of the Supreme Court. And it's not this right to make a choice. Do you want one? That's why. Now, better in 2024 case, better in here, thank you, an interpretation. So that's right. This will have a qua. Now, so the mafia case, but a moot. But Nana Amega said that a moot to cry, your baby can't if he said that. A bet me up a bill, and he was right. And then only Nana jump for the university attorney general, but that's why a pampa the ETFE. But that's why pampa the ETFE. Nana jump for went to the Supreme Court. That is what the Kafrato on swap pampa the ETFE. But it's a matter of interpretation. And therefore, a matter of interpretation, you don't need to be a member of the group or I'm not a member. You are going for interpretation. Now, Supreme Court will answer account. What about the ex-party? Ex-party, every court has the right to take ex-party, depending upon the circumstances of the case and the issue at stake. It's about the Supreme Court and Transfer Jordan is here that. Yes, you know.
Baba, I almost say, any baby so express say, sa LGBTQ issues no ho, nyema bebre wo ho, ade na we nko aye so expedited.
That's explains why the Supreme Court heard it ex parte. That is the sense, ex parte, without notifying the other parties. Ex parte. They should know that. And I said the lawyers should be explaining these things. Ex parte, the agency of the situation. District Court in court, Circuit Court in court, Supreme Court in court, Court of Appeal in court. If you are the judges who look at the issues, you are going to about expert, you are granting 5 days, 10 days, 15 days. Now, Sunny on notice, you are granting 10 days, 15 days, a year. That is also, as I say, that is also, BBPA and himself, that is also, that is also. Someone I against this particular case. Now, the LGBT case, I got caught. Now, Speaker of Parliament, or man and lawyer, that the sorry, I got filing motion. Superman can file the processor. Supreme Court better than our tenants and muscle. Nane, complete.
Nane,
yes.
Actions are the expression of intent. Said me was Chelsea, but the next season, no, me mama Chelsea, be my baba, my man you. Ain't me cry no many man you for. I call Edin Como. I man you from the Oma Camel list and said I am among the list of players. One more Ebeba man you the next season. Ever saw that. Nane, and no Chelsea for to be Jinasu Medi say the next season, Miss Maba Ama, and I'm ready to say, if you are competing with me.
But I have a young thing at the boy. I can pursue say I'm sending you and now I go Supreme Court. I did back ask a lawyer, I'm sending you about the speaker and only we do. No, you see, the Supreme Court is the highest court of the land. And to ultimately say, I think your man can scatter and say, my final BBB, I was Supreme Court. The Benya won't serve. Me no me any say, can papa mo and can speak at all right. I think your process no will be what happen and shake. Me I think your better me need you ho. Ya ko court you see the bia. I think you will be ho. And me to send copy bi bra na me shake. And anonymity, I think you say wa file process bi. E ti wa file process bi. I think you will be who do a financial from minorities on share. I think you all the man for the ama. All the Afanya for Bibra. What about your photocopies? You know, I'm here. Now, for this minority. I think when we do that, we are showing respect to the highest court of the land. But when Afanya draw our attention, said, Bibi was can be before Supreme Court. I think it to be fair, proper, courteous. So, Supreme Court, so far, and I'm in pension. But we are so, we are not what message are we sending? Satinano, or Hinibi Babati, Hene, Apunya. Now, Obiri injunction from the regional house or from the judicial committee or traditional council or from a court. At the Abba, and I have filed at the Abba, and I'm a silent, and I will show me the new fee, Nakosua. What message are we sending across? Remember that this is a majority leader. Remember that this is the Speaker of Parliament. Remember that this is the Supreme Court of Ghana. Any institutions get one.
Now, are you say Obi cross carpet? Carpet and all cross what? Obet me across on outside by your actions. Maybe you are taking legal steps to say, okay, me file it. Na makwa ko gina the next parliament. No, crossing of carpet, no.
We can't call it crossing of carpet. Going back in the 50s, I think it was 54 so, starting from a focus case. Afoko was a member of parliament for CPP. And a parliament was all a free nerco. Many that was CPP, the CPP at the Shamo, Pinton Tintan, Neko, UP. Instantaneously, he went to the side of UP form. And the friend was cross of tapping. Coming back to Wayosanis case, Wakata, or a Tinton Tintan. What's that here? But why are you sending young crosso or a mako, but a baby can or a messenger begin of you? That is also crossing carpet. But this particular case, can you say that woman crossing carpet? Constitutionally considered, legally considered, properly considered. Can you say that woman crossing carpet? The answer is no. The answer is no. Something as your man can be accosted. So by cross what Supreme Court Chirimen, then cross yes what Supreme Court Chirimen. That is the proper procedure. Then your attention as the speaker, your attention was drawn to case pending. So next time no. So Obi Supreme Court Parliament for Obi, the minister be mra. Parliament. Na minister catch us say. That we are from me man na me matchna. They come here. What will Parliament will feel offended? Parliament will feel offended, yes. Because by that comment, you know, Nipano will try to lower the reputation of Parliament. And that's why no, it's scandalous. And Parliament can punish you for contempt.
And honorable, Mami Muso, say, na and can you better say be a speaker? Attention was drawn to the say not taking that legal step to say umbe contesting in the next election na and kasade na pacho na bra ka speaker etiye no say wo afile for say wo begina content crawl ombeba MPP ombeba NDC no mo amuka all the altering party rule yeah
it comes to play also, but is this a situation for all the other Nepal say to about 7 December minimum MPP bio to about 7 December minimum NDC bio na 7 December na do
there be what na dey say me nyina dey they say 150 membership of the party and over Parliament.
Go back and read the Supreme Court case of the Republic versus High Court. Expert is Senator Rollins. Senator Rollins, 4 against 1. The sentiment of Atuguba J. Kopekani, Munkopenkani. But our brothers in NDC, with due respect, some of them are not helping matters because some judges call her for or not from or say, China, the Beko, China, majority of. Assuming there's a majority for also Bandari Yampana, and you propose the and what will happen?
Necessary any see a one at the Abba.
And yes, I'm going to call her for Konoka.
Oh, and no, so on my press conference at the Atuga, they will still hold on to their majority caucus.
But I believe that majority for Sobeko. Until I have the premonition, said 1 year something unpleasant will happen in Parliament in Ghana. I have that premonition.
Where one mama kai book be a mekan by Olaro Timi, the palm wine drinker. Was I had that premonition?
Yes, I have that premonition. But Supreme Court attack someone. Even that was comment by Sam George, and look like a scandalous.
Now, my went to
Parliament. No Supreme Court attack someone. No Supreme Court apostles. What did it say? Yeah, the other opposition, opposition, Jamuana. And I'm not more get the Wagana Hasa. Opposition, opposition. When a Speaker of Parliament can say, every before I am minority, every before we talk about Chadier. But only one, never quay.
But my main phone see what Hannah means. Now, question is say, per judgment, ruling a minimum, ruling 2 was say, the Parliament of Ghana is hereby directed to recognize and allow the 4 affected members of Parliament, herein named, to duly represent their constituents and conduct the full scope of their duties of their offices as members of Parliament, pending the determination of this suit. In view of this gravity of the issues raised in this instant suit and the urgency of this matter, this court hereby directs, pursuant to Article 1294 of the 1992 Constitution and Rule 5 of the CI 16, the defendants Speaker of Parliament and the Attorney General are to file their statements of case within 7 days of service of this ruling.
Yeah, sir, these are orders by the
actually no wa mo kono se eyi a fa anya adwuma abangba bi fa anya adwuma.
Yeah, can you hear? Don't tell me first. Now that I come by Juma, I will sum up my discussion on borrowing the words of Hoff. Or saying your life will be short, nasty and brutish.
Nana mama no was
life will be short, nasty and brutish.
Nana mega say no pay.
Banker with a maybe Parliament I said for baho. Banker with a at Ayabaso West Wagon and NDCP can send it to Madame for double. And I got 3 guys. I was West Wagon as and NDC MP can send me to a double. And I got 3 guys. Don't carry me, sir. As some can be the baby of Frank currency. So, Nana told me them both sides.
That's it.
As some can be the baby of Frank currency. So, but I think that our NDC MPs, some of them should respect law and all that. Nana,
Medas and pay.
Mr. Medas.
Basically, that's another Obiri Boahen. I didn't come on. Okay, 101.7.
OKFM 101.7.